Hello, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my presentation. I would like to thanks our teacher, Sayada Maria Rahman. This is a innovative presentation, and this is my first video presentation. And I want to talk about child abuse. Why I choose this topic? I found this topic is very interesting and um, in today's time child abuse is increasing day by day in our country, which is very alarming. And I am very shocked, and I am very sad to see those incidents. That's why I choose this topic. I want to talk something about this topic. First of all, what is child abuse? uh, there is no exact definition of child abuse. We can call that when a child get affected or harmed by any physical or mental activities by any person, uh, that can be called as a child abuse. uh, that these harmful activities can be done by his relatives, parents, or other people. Now, uh, this is shocking that in USA, in every year, there are 3 million reported child abuse in police station, and in Bangladesh, this ratio is up day by day, which is very painful and shocking for us. There are four types of child abuse. And first of all is physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, and neglect. Physical abuse is just mean which abuse are directly happen physically, by beating, pushing, punching, choking, throwing, poisoning, burning a person or a child. This can be called as a physical abuse. Emotional abuse, cursing, swearing, self-esteem, blaming for anything. This can be called as an emotional abuse, and we know that children are emotionally very emotional. So this abuse is literally happen for them very much. Sexual abuse, this is involve physical contact, for example rape or something else. And I can say that this incident are increasing in our country, terrifically high. And it also happened for children, which is very much shameful for us, shameful for our society, and which is very much um, alarming for our social views, and we are affected day by day. So we have to take something about this. So sexual abuse is in more often cases for child abuse. Most of them are sexual abuse. Neglect, neglect is just threatening, throwing, smashing, breaking things, punching walls. This can be called as neglect. In these four categories, the third category of sexual abuse, which is very alarming in this world and for our Bangladesh also. Now I want to talk about the Bangladesh situation in child abuse. In Bangladesh, 36% of people earn less than $1 per day, which can be described as that 36 over 36% of people are very poor in our country. That's why they don't know about the necessity of children, how to treat a children in uh, how to ensure children to grow up a very beautiful environment. According to statistics of Bangladesh Shishu Adhikar Forum (BSAF), the percentage of children being killed in country had increased by 61% in 2014. BSAF reports at least 191 children are killed till this go to after this year, and this ratio is increasing day by day. It is harmful for our society. NG, this is a statistics given by a association from a Bangladesh government, but this can be more. We know in this year, we are in the middle of the year. Although there are mm, almost 8 or 10 incidents which create very much uh, we can say which create very huge large effect in our media, that over 6 or 8 children killed, or they are affected by rape. We see in print media or uh, social media. So by this we can say that the today's situation of Bangladesh about child abuse is very very increasing. Any statistics we can call, there are total 1239 children, it's a huge, are abused in 2011. This percentage is increasing tremendously high per every year, and the more often affected people are affected children are 14 to 18 year old, and their percentage is 66% are affected by this any kind of abuse. And this is shocking that most of the children don't know that they are affected by any kind of abuse. There are a huge I can tell a example of a children whose name is Rajun, who was killed by his owner or shop owner, where the Rajun is working for a simple incident. His owner give him a just heroic punishment. That's why he was killed by those incidents, which create a huge madness over the people. And Bangladesh government take strong action over there, and those criminal get their punishment. But although this incident is not going less, this incident is going growing day by day, which is alarming for us. So we have to take lots of steps to maintain the rate, or to stop this abusing, or stop this violence over children. That's why we have to take we have to make a strong law for child abuse. Although there are the law for child abuse, but we have to import this law uh, locally very hardly, and the local authority should take this responsibility. And there are something to other than we have to do some social awareness, and we have to increase family bonding, family molarity. And because a children learn his molarity from his family, education starts from his family. So family have to take their main responsibility on this. And at the end, I can tell that the present scenario of child abuse in Bangladesh is very alarming, and we have to do something for this event. We have to take some huge step to stop this, and our government should take this responsibility. And we, with the student and the social worker, family, parents, everyone have to do their duties perfectly. In our Quran, the child abusing are haram. So from a Muslim point of view, we have to stop this. And for at last, thank you everyone. Allah Hafiz.